Okay, so I just got an amazing synchronicity. I was listening to Paul White Gold from Prime Disclosure on YouTube, and I was playing his videos. It's the recording, right? It's not. I didn't listen to it live. It was a recording from today. Well, I don't know. Yesterday's recording. I can't help you out because I'm still under demonic attack. 5 long years, blah blah blah. Look at my other videos. I talk about it. Okay, well, it's horrible, horrible, but I'm a very upbeat person because we're right there at the fifth dimension. Now I gotta know. I don't know. 15 years ago, I started seeing those 11:11s on the clocks. It's like your eyes just can't stop but go and look at the clock, and there's my clock, and how many times have you looked and it's 11:11? Well, that's been going on forever and ever. And we looked it up on the internet and it was given to us. Well, that's the universal wake up call. Wake up to what? Wake up to what you really are. That's what this is all about. The big jump to higher consciousness. That's what this is all. Higher consciousness is wisdom and magic. Well, I don't like using the word magic. Is contaminated. I'm sorry. It's contaminated by the black magic. There's so much black magic going on. It's unbelievable. I'm sorry. Like they just everything has been. I'm sorry, tainted. All the same. The synchronicity. I was listening to Paul White Gold Butler from YouTube, Prime Disclosure, and he said he talks. It's incredibly interesting. He is a news aggregator of lots of different people who are psychic and spiritual and fascinating people. They get amazing people on there. So it's like, I don't know, sometimes he goes for an hour of news from around the world, different fascinating, interesting people and their daily reports. And that's where you go to get the real news about what's going on planet Earth. Rather than, because you got to go somewhere if you want to know what's really going on. Paul White Gold Butler is a really good source that he makes an update every day. He was talking, and at some point he said the words 1, 2, 3. I looked over at my clock radio, and it was 11:23. So I had a 1, 2, 3 on the clock at the exact same moment that Paul White Gold Butler said 1, 2, 3 in his talk. That is a synchronicity. Well, I don't know. I see it so much. I'm really sorry that my math teacher from high school passed on, Mr. McDonald, because Mr. McDonald taught us math. And he taught us, well, what was that? It wasn't really statistics. It's like if you're doing cards, he taught us about, like, if you went to Las Vegas, what are the odds? So he taught us all about odds and things like that. He told us all that. He said I would never buy a lottery ticket because he says it's voluntary taxation by the government. Only here in Canada, the lotteries are all owned by the government. He said I wouldn't waste my money. I wouldn't waste a dollar because, odds are you're never going to win. And people always say somebody's going to win if you get a ticket. But he said, if you look at we showed the odds on these things. It's an impossible thing to win. You're just donating your money to the government. Right? So anyways, many years later, I wish Mr. McDonald was here because I would try and get to how a brilliant mathematician, brilliant man. What a fantastic math teacher he was. A wonderful man. And modern day, I would laugh and laugh and laugh. I would take Mr. McDonald. I wish he was alive. I'd take him out right now for lunch, and I would talk to him about synchronicity. And I'm sure that if I was out with him, because I'm high vibe and I get these synchronicities every day, I'm sure that he would see some incredible synchronicities that would make him really question his math, everything to do with math. I'm sure it would because we would start seeing things that would be there. It's just impossible. I don't know how a math teacher could possibly explain constantly your eyes being drawn to 11:11 and then having Paul White Ball. Oh fuck! I'm under attack by the demonic again. Well, anyways, that's what it would be. Is like seeing all of these synchronicities, and like this blows the laws of chance out the fucking window, doesn't it? And Mr. McDonald, if he was with me, he would see these unbelievable things, and he'd start, because he was a fantastic mathematician, and the math is the math is the math. But when you start seeing synchronicities that blow all the laws of chance out the fucking window, well, I don't know. I don't know. Math is math, but reality is reality. And when you start seeing these things that are literally impossible, mathematically impossible, these synchronicities are mathematically impossible. And yet they happen every day. That's just an impossibility of the timing, and it keeps happening over and over and over again. He'd be trying to figure out the laws of chance, and I'm sure he'd be just perplexed. How on earth is this going on? Anyways, dear Mr. McDonald, here's a love letter from me because you're a wonderful guy. Well, what is the nature of these synchronicities? It's, I don't know. I don't know. Well, what do you want to know? It's the move to the fifth dimension. And the move to the fifth dimension is being highly resisted by the 1%, the evil empire on planet Earth. That's what it is. The evil empire is the 1% and their enormous reach through all of their corporations and all of their money and their bought and sold crooked politicians. Evil fucking people. Evil fucking people. They got trillions and trillions of dollars, and there's homeless people on the street in Los Angeles. I don't know, there's so many people that are like working like hand to mouth, paycheck to paycheck, and then what do? They go close all their businesses for 2 years so that you can't afford to make your mortgage payments and all those fucking 1%ers. I don't know, millions, billions, trillions of dollars. Unbelievable greed of Queen Elizabeth and the Pope, the Catholic Church, all that money socked away in the Vatican Bank. Why the fuck doesn't the Vatican go and build social housing around the world with their trillions and trillions of dollars? Why doesn't the Vatican, supposed to be the church of Jesus and God, they don't spend a fucking dime to help the homeless, do they? They don't. They got so much fucking money they should build enormous palaces for the homeless people. The U.S. government, trillions and trillions of dollars to fund military technology and the F-35 and all that fucking shit. In their own country, homeless people everywhere, perpetually poverty-stricken people because of the 1% capitalists. Unbelievable, horrendous. I talked about Walmart paying their people minimum wage while the Walton family is filthy rich bazillionaires. The greed and the gluttony of the 1%. Anyways, they're all fucked, aren't they? They're all fucked because they are. Because that's what this 1111 and the synchronicities are all about. It's all about our move to higher consciousness as a civilization. And in higher consciousness, we don't have this, this is mine and that is not yours. We don't have that in the fifth dimension. There's no greed and there's no gluttony and there's no 1% that owns it all. All of them fucking people, unless they're, actively dissident in their families, because there could well be. We've heard stories that there are people who are born into these 1% families with the specific intention that they go into the family and be a dissident, be the ones that say, the fuck we need to be so fucking greedy, and so these kind of people. So we're told that there are some of these people in these 1% families, so those ones are doing their jobs to try and help out as best as they can. In the end, how will everybody be judged? Everybody will be judged on the quality of their character. Martin Luther King told us that. So that's the way it is. Everyone is judged on the quality of their character. And if people are fucking evil, then people are evil. And those people in the 1% that are evil are like, well, they're about to die. Because no one's going to rescue them. They're evil, and they've chosen evil, and they've done this evil fucking thing for the past couple of years with this fucking shit over and over and over again. So, they will never step down, ergo, they die. And now it's a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual killing of the evil ones. I don't know, I've seen so many messages, and I've warned these evil people that torture me every day. I've warned them, I've told them again and again, the only place that they can expect to go is the lake of fire. And I keep this channel on as much as I can because I keep looking at them as they're attacking me. And I keep saying, yeah, you're going to do this again? I'm going to again. I keep pointing over at that fireplace. Like, that's where you're going. Over and over. They don't care. I'm talking about this, about all the repercussions. They know. They know everything, and they still choose to torture me, knowing that this is all coming, because they do, because they just relish and revel in their evil. There's no explaining evil, but it's here, and I'll testify over and over again. When it comes to evil people, there's only one thing to do with them: kill them. I never used to be for capital punishment. When I was in university, I took a course in moral issues. How old was I? 19? Is it really fun? Yeah. Brent Beeson, the devil. He's an AI devil, and he just wants to get his name onto this video because he's a fucking horrible person. He's I don't know, kind of a cyborg, I'm gonna say, a human that's I don't know, connected up through computers. A human is connected up for computers so that he can, on Hawaii Five-0 and places like that, they show you where someone can use a voice disguiser. They know those things around the movies forever. You're talking in a phone, but you use electronic gizmo, so it changes your voice. They have them on TV if they want to hide the voice of the person who's testifying, the secret witness or something. Well, that's what they use. They use this high-tech machine to go and hide the voice of the original operator and create, these artificial intelligence devils. I watched some of my other videos. Anyway, where was I? It's very hard for me to make these videos because the electronic devils, as you see, they fuck with me so horrible. Again and again and again. If you don't believe that there's evil on the planet, you just got to watch a lot of my videos where I'm tortured and tortured and tortured. I can't remember what I was talking about earlier. No, we were talking about synchronicities. So the synchronicities mean that we are aligned. Even though I'm attacked horribly, sometimes the demons think that the synchronicities encourage them to continue torturing me. They think because they're getting synchronicities that they're being told by the universe it's okay. They ignore so many other signs of the universe that keeps telling them to stop and stand down. A million different signs. They always ignore them. Anyway, they're incredibly evil people. So, the synchronicities mean that the universe is alive. It's not a dead thing. If it was a dead thing, those laws of mathematics of chance would hold true today. They don't. They don't, because this universe is alive. It's alive in consciousness. So that's why those mathematical things, as much as they look good in math, they don't work when you see the synchronicities. So what does it mean for you? Well, again and again, it means that we're jumping to the next generation of Earth. They used to do in the movies, they would do the movie first and Apocalypse Now, and then they would do Apocalypse Now Redo or Apocalypse Now 2.0. Well, we're going to do Earth 2.0 because that's the fifth dimensional Earth. And we see that in the movie The Celestine Prophecy. If you haven't seen that movie, or you have seen it, go watch it again. I'm sure it's available on the internet for under $10. And it's worth seeing. It really is worth seeing. Over and over again. Well, yeah, there's certain parts of it, but then again, you can see the video clips of much of it on YouTube. And the same, whatever you want to do, but that's a good one to watch. And I don't know what else to tell you, because some people are incredibly obtuse. They see all this stuff themselves. They see a synchronicity, and they get some other things or some whatever it is. It's a sign that the world is changing and our consciousness is going up. And what's predictable is not predictable. It's just that we know higher dimensional beings that channel in through us tell us again and again, it's harvest time. It's the harvest. It's the end of this 3D Earth, this old, horrible, horrible Earth. And we're going to the fifth dimension. Is just like the song, The Fifth Dimension by the Age of Aquarius. This is the dawning of the Age of Aquarius. Harmony and understanding, etc., etc. Listen to that song, and that's what the next version of Earth, and it is imminent. It's been imminent for a long time, and want to bring it faster. The best way to bring the fifth dimensional world faster to Earth, raise your frequency. Stop eating meat. Stop drinking booze. That's a really good way to raise your vibration. Thank you very much, and don't forget everything I've told you.